4.3, dividing polynomials. This is on page 174 through 176 in your book. There are two methods of dividing polynomials. You will need both of these. There's long division and then synthetic division, which is more of like a shortcut. Although synthetic division doesn't always work. Okay, so long division always works, which makes it nice. Alright, so here we go. Concept number 1, using long division for polynomials. Alright, we're going to divide 2x to the 4th power plus 3x cubed plus 5x minus 1 divided by x squared plus 3x plus 2. Alright, so this would be our numerator, this would be our denominator, and when we do long division, that denominator actually comes out in front. So it looks like this, x squared plus 3x plus 2 out in front. Then I have this long division bar here. Make sure you have a space above, and then the numerator, 2x to the 4th power plus 3x cubed. Now if you notice I don't have an x squared, I'm going to go ahead and just put 0x squared as a placeholder, plus 5x minus 1. You do not need to do this with long division. Alright, you have to do it with synthetic division. You do not need to do it with long division, although I just think it's nice. It makes things a little easier to work with. Alright, so here we go. What I do with this long division is I really always just try to match the first term with this term. Alright, so what times x squared is going to give me 2x to the 4th power? And that's what's going to go up on top. 2x squared. 2x squared times x squared is 2x to the 4th power. And I matched it. Alright, and that's what you want to do every time. But I have to continue to multiply that 2x squared times the 3x, and that gives me 6x cubed. And then also the 2x squared times 2 give me 4x squared. Now, what you're going to do from there is you're going to subtract. And now when I subtract polynomials, it's like I multiply -1 to each and every one of those terms. So this becomes negative, negative, and negative. Okay, so now 2x to the 4th power minus 2x to the 4th power cancels out, which should be the case until we can't do it anymore. 3x cubed minus 6x cubed is negative 3x cubed. And then 0 and negative 4x squared is negative 4x squared. And then I bring down this term right here, plus 5x. Alright, now going to go ahead and match that first term. Okay, so what times x squared gives me negative 3x cubed? Negative 3x. Okay, that gives me negative 3x cubed. Negative 3x times 3x is negative 9x squared. Negative 3x times 2 is negative 6x. Alright. Don't forget to multiply -1 to everything when we subtract a polynomial, so that becomes positive, positive, and positive. That, again, cancels out the first term. What is left? 5x squared plus 11x, and then again I bring down my -1. Alright. I am going to run into this part. Make sure you change that x squared to an x cubed. That was a mistake. It may not be a mistake in yours, but it's a mistake in mine. Alright, now I need to match 5x squared. Okay, so x squared times what is 5x squared? 5. Okay, so I get 5x squared. 5 times 3x is 15x. 5 times 2 is 10. I'm going to subtract. So change all my signs. That cancels out. I'm left with, it's going to be, sorry, lost some space here, but it's going to be negative 4x minus 11. And what that is right there is really the remainder. right? Because look up here, I have x squared, and I can't match negative 4x with x squared. Nothing is going to multiply to give me that. So that's what we call the remainder right there. Just like normal long division, we could have a remainder. And here's my answer. Okay, I'm going to take the division part right here. I have 2x squared minus 3x plus 5. And then what I'm going to do is add basically the remainder to that, which is negative 4x minus 11 over my denominator, x squared plus 3x plus 2. Which is a good answer. This is it. There's a better answer though, and that's if we factor out that negative 1 and make that positive sign and minus sign. This is the answer I prefer, and most mathematicians would prefer here. It's really simpler answer. Simplest form, I should say, I guess. That is the answer I'm going to look for. But it may be this answer in Big Ideas. I'm not quite sure, but this is what I would believe to be the better answer. Alright. I know that's kind of hard to follow. There's a lot going on there. Because of that, I am going to go ahead and show another problem. I'm going to show number 2 here, and I'm going to ask that you try number 3. Okay. Here we go. So, x cubed minus x squared minus 2x plus 8 divided by x minus 1. Use a different color here. X minus 1 is going to come out in front. Division bar. X cubed minus x squared minus 2x plus 8. I want to match that first term. So I'm going to multiply by x squared. X squared times x is x cubed. X squared times negative 1 is negative x squared. Okay. I'm going to subtract. So what happens is I change my signs. Oops, I don't want that color. That becomes negative. That becomes positive. Okay, that cancels out. And now, what happens to the x squared? Well, that cancels out too. Alright, bring down my next term. Negative 2x. And can I match that? And I'm actually just going to bring down the 8 too, because I think that's a better way to go. Can I match that? So, x, I'm going to multiply by negative 2. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. I'm going to go ahead and change my signs. So, multiply by negative 1, that becomes positive. This one becomes negative. This cancels out. 8 minus 2 is 6. That's my remainder. So the answer to this is that x squared minus 2 plus 6 over x minus 1. Okay, I want you to try number 3. Again, please change that first degree or exponent to 3 and give it a shot. Take your time. Don't forget to change your signs of all the polynomials when you subtract. And pause now because I'm going to go ahead and show you the answer. Alright, here you go. X plus 3 plus remainder x plus 2 over your denominator x squared minus x plus 1. Pause, take a look at that longer if you need. I'm going to go ahead and flip it on up and do synthetic division. Alright, synthetic division is like a shortcut dividing polynomials. It does have the form of x minus k. So, for instance, x minus 3 or x plus 1, it's a binomial, right? Has to be in that form. And what you have to do is, if I have divide negative x cubed plus 4x squared plus 9, I need that placeholder between these two. So I'm going to make it negative x cubed plus 4x squared plus 0x plus 9. Has to be that. Now, all I really need from that is the coefficients. Alright, now I'm just going to put divided by x minus 3 here. Okay, so all I really need from that are the coefficients. So I'm going to pull out the -1, the 4, the 0, and the 9. And I'm going to make kind of like this L shape here. What I need from the division part is this binomial x minus 3, but it's x minus k, right? X minus k or x minus 3, so it's really going to be positive 3 out in front. If you want to look at it like x minus 3 equals 0, then add 3, x equals 3. You can look at it that way. That's really what's happening. Alright? It is a solution. But let's not worry about that for now. So, what you're going to do when you divide using synthetic division is you bring down that first term, -1. You multiply 3 times -1 to give you -3. You combine 4 minus 3, and that's 1. You multiply 3 times 1 to give you 3. You combine, add 0 plus 3, which is 3. Then you multiply 3 times 3, which is 9. Then you combine 9 and 9, and that's 18, and that last one's a remainder. So my answer is actually here, the remainder, and then it goes x to the 0 power, x to the 1 power, x squared. You're going to go backwards in the way you do that. So it's going to be negative x squared plus x plus 3 plus a remainder of 18 over my common denominator, x minus 3, or my denominator. Okay, so there's the first one. This would become easier once you try it a few times. I understand you're probably like, what's going on there? But anyway, I'm going to do it again for you. Okay? So, that is the shortcut. It works really nice. Okay, so here I'm going to set this one up. You see how it's x plus 1? I'm going to put a -1 out in front. I'm going to make this L shape here. I'm going to take the coefficients of what's in here. It goes cubed, squared, power 1, power 0. I don't need to put a placeholder there. I just use 3, -2, 2, and 5. I did change it from here if you didn't get that. Alright, now I bring the 3 all the way down. I multiply that term outside, -1 times 3, I get -3. I add -2 plus -3, I get -5. I multiply 1 times -1 times -5, I get +5. Combine 2 and 5, and I get 7. Multiply that by -1, I get -7. Combine, I get a remainder of -2. Okay, so there's the long division part. Now I gotta plug it in for my answer. And again, remainder of 2, I'm gonna go backwards, right? This would be my constant, 7. This would be -5x to the first power, and this would be 3x to the second power. So I get 3x squared minus 5x plus 7 plus -2 over x plus 1. And again, I would simplify by pulling out that negative. 3x squared minus 5x plus 7 minus 2 over x plus 1 is my simplest form, best answer. Alright, that does work. I just like this one better. Alright, please go ahead and try the last two. I'm going to go ahead and show you the answers here, so pause, give them a try. Check them out, and here we go. There are 2 answers. Take a look. On number 7, I did have that placeholder. You needed that. And that is everything, you guys, for dividing polynomials.